Hi, Lee Thornton again, talking with Mike Blake. Blake Custom Homes builds beautiful big homes, small homes, all size homes, and in the east of Dallas, sort of the East Texas area. Mike, let's talk about man caves. Describe some of the more interesting man cave projects that you've done in the, I guess, the recent months or couple of years.
Wow, where to begin? I mean, it's really become interesting and a lot of fun to talk to families and talk to husbands and wives and talk about what they're wanting in their man cave. And I use that term man cave loosely because now they've really become a multi-purpose room. In that the family can go in there and they can watch a movie, and you have all, of course, all electronic equipment. But some of the more interesting things that we're doing even is we're doing two or three tiers in there. So you have a stadium seating in these meeting rooms now, which is a lot of fun. You also are integrating in some of electronic lighting. In other words, there's mood lighting where you walk in, press a button, and suddenly the lighting goes to theater lighting. Or if you're in there gaming, that's another very popular thing that we're setting up these big screens for gaming with the family. And so then you have a different kind of mood lighting for the gaming. You have a different setup. You have chairs now that we're putting in there that are gaming chairs as well as theater chairs. What I mean by gaming chairs, they have integrated into the chairs. You have speakers and you have chairs that actually move and all different kinds of fun things that we're implementing and putting into these media rooms. We're even going so far as creating secret passages behind the screens, so you can go walk in behind the screen and you have storage behind it. You have also some options there when it comes to projectors and the kind of equipment that you want to use. So we're also trying to think toward the future about where is this all going. Another kind of interesting thing is that we've done recently, we haven't quite completed it yet, but I'm very excited about it. But attached to the man cave is a golf simulator we're doing for one family. And he's a golf enthusiast, and we've never done a golf simulator before, but we're very excited about it. He's excited about it too. So again, these spaces now have just really kind of morphed into a multi-purpose room with multi-entertainment points to it that a family can participate in, not just go up there and watch a movie once in a while. It's being used for a lot more things today.
So, what about women caves, wife caves? What have you done any of those? Or, I mean, I've heard some talk about sort of the reverse of the man cave. Have you built any of those yet?
Uh, she sheds is
There you go, a she shed. I'm
what
not.
we usually call that. I think the thing right now that we're doing a lot of, again, it's kind of a multi-purpose room. We just finished one space that's 20 by 20 for a family because she is a sewer. She loves to sew. And so she is a part of a sewing club. And so inside of there, she actually has 6 different sewing machines set up, and they all get together and they sew in there. So that's one thing. I've got another one where I'm also putting another sewing room in where she actually is a clothing designer. And so she actually sews clothes. And so it's really interesting on some of the different things that we're doing. Of course, oversized utility rooms and craft rooms are all becoming, again, very popular. And it's really not just one thing that we're doing for the ladies today. I mean, I'm always struck by where they are in their life in terms of their family and what their priorities are. And so a lot of the times that space, they're thinking about it, what they want to use it for now in the future, versus a man cave is more of like an entertainment space. For her, it needs to be practical. And so that tends to be where the design is headed.
What about offices? I know lots of homes have offices. What are some of the new and interesting things that you're doing when somebody says, I'd like to build an office, give me some ideas? I mean, what pops into your mind, and what are some of the more fun, creative things you've done with office space?
Well, again, office space, more and more people are working from home these days. And a house just comes to mind that we went in there, and she does video conferencing. And so we have to, from an guess, a pre-wiring standpoint and from an electronic standpoint, we have to make sure that we do everything, I guess, structurally to make sure that that can happen. I mean, it's even things like understanding where the windows are going to go, understanding where the video conferencing is going to happen, controlling the lighting in there. Do we have the right number of floor plugs in the concrete, and do we have the right number of Ethernet cables? I mean, there's a lot of those things that you just have to kind of think through with the customer, because now they're going to be using that space for much more than just a place to go and read a book. It's a place where you conduct business. And so we have to really be aware of that when we're talking to our customers about what they're truly trying to accomplish with a study/office.
It sounds like you have a highly consultative sort of approach. I know having known you long enough to know that you enjoy solving problems, but today's high-end home builder, building customer, homeowner really needs to sit down with somebody like you and say, here's what I have as a vision, what can you do? And I guess you do a lot of consultation, probably get both other people as well as Kim, your wife, the designer, I guess the interior design sort of component involved. That's what you do, right?
Well, that's one of the things I really enjoy most, because we've been in this business so long. I kind of grew up in it, my dad being a builder, and then on from there. So I feel like, I've seen a lot of things, and so I can really help guide customers. The other thing that I think is important, that when I look at a design, a lot of times our customers can't see the finished product. It's one-dimensional on a set of plans. I've been doing this long enough that I can kind of see how that's going to go together in my head, and I can really problem solve things that I see as a potential, issue for them down the road. And so those kinds of, I guess, like you said, consultative kind of sit down discussions about what you want, looking at the design, how's it going to go together, is it going to be what you really had envisioned? All those kind of things are very important before we ever turn a blade of dirt.
Gotcha. Mike, thanks again for spending some time out of your busy day today. And I'm looking outside. We've got a little sunshine today. Maybe you better run out there and build something while you have some sunshine.
Absolutely.
Talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.